Good afternoon, I'm Susie Nordquist. This is your afternoon news fix for Friday, the 10th of November. Winston Peters has left the capital. Newstalk ZB understands the New Zealand First Leader has left Wellington after a series of meetings with David Seymour and Chris Luxon. Political editor Jason Walls has more.
Peters was on a flight out of Wellington at around 2 p.m. after a whirlwind couple of days meeting with both ACT and National. It's understood Peters and his team are heading back home to prepare for the next phase of talks after reflecting on what's been achieved. But at this point, sources in New Zealand First say talks are going well, but Peters is still hammering out an appropriate and durable deal.
National says issues clearly need addressing on how officials ran the election. The Electoral Commission confirms 15 voting places had data entry errors and a box of East Coast votes were forgotten. It is also looking into concerns about a voting place at Manurewa Marae, where Te Pāti Māori candidate Takutai Tash Kemp is chief executive. National's campaign chair Chris Bishop says he'd like a short, sharp ministerial inquiry. A man accused of murdering Ellerslie couple Joseph Kwok and Mei Hung Chong will keep his name secret for now. Chong's body was found in bush at Greenhithe overnight, and her husband was discovered dead with stab wounds at their home on Monday. Danica McLean has more.
The 42-year-old man's appeared in the Auckland District Court via audio-visual link from custody in Mount Eden this afternoon. Lawyer Michael Cann was granted interim name suppression. He says the man's mother is in her 90s and other family may need to be informed. The man's been remanded in custody without plea ahead of his next appearance in the High Court at Auckland later this month.
Less than half of students are regularly attending school. Education Ministry data shows 47% were at school in Term 2. Secondary Principals Association President Vaughan Quio says Term 2 always has lower attendance than Term 1 due to winter illness. Clear sky and sunshine as the weekend begins. Met Service is predicting pleasant daytime temperatures tomorrow with the high-pressure system keeping much of the country fine and dry. But on Sunday, although the high will keep the North Island dry, it could get wet in Southland and Fiordland. Met Services John Laws says those regions then face a severe weather watch and warning. New Zealand's most beautiful tiny town for 2023 year is Awanui in the far north. Arrowtown has won the most beautiful small town and Whakatane took out the award for the most beautiful large town. New Plymouth beat Honganui for the Small City Award and Tauranga pipped Christchurch as the most beautiful big city. But Keep NZ Beautiful Chief Executive Heather Saunderson says the awards are more about sustainability.
It's about looking at waste and recycling, climate projects.
Two Sport Now and Black Caps batter Henry Nicholls will be investigated over allegations of ball tampering in New Zealand cricket's domestic 4-day competition. The national men's side have all but clinched a semi-final against hosts India next week at the World Cup after a big final round pool game win over Sri Lanka. I'm Susie Nordquist and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.